Fire Gaming project. So it's the last day of version 3.4 phase 1, and I figured I'll just do a quick review of Yaoyao here, and then the next video will be about Alhaitham. I've been playing with them for the last 2 weeks, and yeah, I enjoy them, so I just want to quickly do this and put it on my YouTube channel. So yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed the Lantern Rite Festival events, and you got all the rewards, and that you guys chose your favorite Li Yue character to take and invite. I invited Yaoyao, and I got her to C3, but this title of this video is for C0 because she's actually quite fine at C0. So let's just quickly go into what I've decided to do with her build. You'll see that she's 70 out of 80 only at Ascension level 5 out of 6. Again, that's in line with what I personally do with support characters. As you can see, most of them are just 70 out of 80 for the characters, especially that ones that I don't plan to use that much. As a healer, she's fine at this rate, so I'm good with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, or if you guys wanted to like make her to like 90 for your own, maybe that's what you prefer, and that's totally fine too. So anyway, in terms of her stats, we're just quickly going to show that she does not have much crit rate or crit damage because that's not the point of her. She is definitely a healer support, at least for my purposes, and you'll see that there's some resistance here. That's only because this is a mixed element team. That's the only reason for the elemental resonance, but otherwise I focused on healing. Okay, so I gave her the Black Tassel, which is a 3-star weapon, and actually, funnily, I started collecting the 3-star weapons only from like whatever I pulled, because I realized that I've been usually foddering them, but I realize now that there are some characters that we probably won't be using much of, to be very honest, for veteran players like myself, and so giving them a 3-star weapon is totally fine. So I've been collecting 3-star weapons lately, and I don't have them all yet still, so that's just like a little goal of mine to get them to R5 and stuff. I've stopped buying the battle pass, so I don't have any more of those weapons to continue to bring them up to higher refinements, but I'm fine with my decision. So yeah, this is a great weapon, and I already did a previous weapons options video. But yeah, this one scales with her kit because it's HP and it's a 3-star weapon that no one would use. If you had to give her a 4-star weapon, I would recommend an energy recharge or an elemental mastery support style weapon. So I wouldn't give the catch to her because there are better characters to give that to. I would probably give her a Favonius actually. There's no such thing as a sacrificial lance or polearm in this game, so that's not available. That's not in the equation, but there is also a prototype star glitter which you can craft, so you can craft as many of these as you have billets, right? So that's fine too. For mine, I just went to R5, but I mean, technically you can craft more than one and you don't have to high refine them, right? And then, yeah, Favonius again, and the other one that I considered was giving her the Lithic Spear, only because I have it and no one's using it, and she's from Li Yue, it kind of matches her aesthetic. I think it's good enough. I mean, it's not perfect, and she would never be in a team where there's like 3 or 4 Li Yue characters now that there's 4 nations released, and we usually have mixed teams. But I mean, it's good enough for a support character, right? If you have it, right? Especially from the previous banner. But yeah, so anyway, Black Tassel is what I chose. Okay, so moving along, I just gave her a mixed set. Some people have been using 4-piece Deepwood, etc., but I wanted to maximize her HP and her healing, so I gave her 2-piece Tenacity, and then I did 2-piece Deepwood because she's Dendro. So I did not give her 4-piece Deepwood because I don't need her for Dendro shredding because I won't be bringing her in the future. This is just for me to bring up her companionship, and then we're done. And then for the circlet, as you can see, I'm using the healing bonus because I want to maximize her healing. But the other ones are HP. This one could also be an HP piece, and that's totally fine as well. Next, Constellations. Again, this video is entitled C0. However, I do have her at C3. The third constellation was gotten from the Lantern Rite Festival, but the other 2 were gotten when I was polling. So if you saw my polling video, you'll see why that is. And that's totally fine, right? But we'll go through it. And realistically, I'll be honest with you, Cs 1 and 2 don't really do much for her. They're minor bumps. And then C3 is just really just plus 3 levels for her skill. So let's just go into that. So C1, we'll just give her a 15% Dendro damage bonus when her little white jade radishes explode, right? It's not that much. And then she'll just get a little more stamina back, 15 stamina restored to them. So it's not really that much. And it does help because she has a high energy cost burst, 80, but it's not that big of a deal. And then C2, this one will basically allow the jade explosions to basically, again, restore energy for her. So again, it's all about energy for her, and that's why, again, if you can get her weapon and her artifacts to have good energy on them, then that's good too. Mine wasn't perfect, but I focused on HP more. And then this one's +3 for her skill. So this is about the burst actually. And then C4 is about the burst or the skill. Then her elemental mastery will be increased. So this is nice. And it's a percentage of her max HP because she does scale off of HP. C5 will be +3 levels for her burst. And then C6, this is technically supposed to be her best one, I guess. But it's not like you have to like go hard and heavy to get her to C6. Eventually you'll probably get her to C6 just throughout just playing, right? But basically, yeah, like she will, whenever her Jade Radishes explode, etc., it can deal AoE Dendro damage based on 75% of her attack, or it can restore HP based on 7.5% of her max HP, right? And that's, yeah, basically based on when you're throwing the Yuegui Rabbit mode. So it's only when you're doing the skill, like aimed, charged, however you want to call it, aimed, I guess, a throw of the rabbit to show where you're throwing it. Alright, so talent-wise, because she's a support character, I just left her at 666, but because I have her at C3, so then the skill went up +3 levels. So normal attack, technically you can just leave this at 1, because you wouldn't use her normal attack anyway, but I like to keep it like kind of easy and consistent, so I just went ahead and did that. So yeah, you can see that there's 2 modes, so you can hold it down and then adjust the direction, or you can just throw it, and you know, it's just automatic, you don't really do much, you just throw the rabbit out. It's just like any of the other taunts and like, you know, like Amber's Baron Bunny and Cole's Colamber, or I think it's called, right? All of these things, you just throw them out and then they do their own thing. This one is just when you do her burst, you just get 3 more Yueguis, but then they're synchronized, and you can get more Dendro damage and or healing from it, and you can get some resistance, Dendro resistance, and just more attack out of it. So it's all good. Yeah, so you can see the energy cost is 80 for the burst, so it's quite expensive. So make sure you get energy recharge for your focus as well. And then the skill also scales off of HP. Both of them scale off of HP. And then this one is just, you know, her passive unlocked. Basically, you'll just, if you do her burst and then you run around or jump with her, it'll just attack more frequently and more white radishes will be thrown, etc. This one, you'll just regain some HP because she's a healer. That's what this is basically just saying, the white radishes. And then lastly, you know, when you approach certain animals like crystal flies, etc., then they won't fly away right away, so that's that. Alright, so she's a support character, so in this team build, I am using, she won't be able to kill the boss on her own, but I will use her to support the other characters. So I'm just gonna put out Alexo and Hydro, so just so you can see some damage. Now the numbers will not be big, you know, but then her goal is that, you know, she's just there to support, right? Like, I mean, right now we're just letting the rabbits basically do their thing for her, but yeah, she won't really be able to do much on her own. Yeah, and then so we're gonna kill the boss, obviously. We're not gonna not kill the boss, but I'm gonna, yeah, just try to show doing it with the rabbit. And then her normal attacks aren't gonna do much, of course. Then we're trying it with Bloom, right? It's not that much, again, but she's really cute though, I will just say. She's basically like another Klee, right? Literally. And then the healing is not bad. But of course, if you have other healers, then they'll be better than her. But she doesn't do bad. Like, I don't mind using her as a healer. She's not horrible. Like, it wasn't a spectacular showcase, of course, because it's not going to be like I'm going to make her like into a god or something, but she does what she does, and she's great for free-to-play players, especially because we got her for free, technically, in the Lantern, right? And she's great for early game players that are in the lower AR levels, or just starting out and you're still kind of getting started, like through your journey through Monster and Liga. Alright, so that's my review of Yaoyao. I think she's a cute, adorable character, yet again, just like any of the other lollies that are currently in the game, and nothing major, not game-breaking or anything like that, not must-have, but definitely nice to have, for sure. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that, and hope you'll stay tuned for the next review, where I'll quickly do one for Al Haytham as well.